YouTube.
Already forgotten that there is YouTube.
Brilliant. I was just telling everyone to forget that there is YouTube. YouTube, my name is Ice. Welcome to my new VTM project, What Gives Men Wings. I'm joined by Hip.
Hello.
Hello, Hip. What character are you playing?
So, in this game I'm playing Bodhi, a Malcavian hippie, who has a sex love cult.
Who is
Maybe
horny?
it's like a goddess cult. We will explore that during the game.
Goddess cult. Alright. Bodhi, what gives men wings? First thing that comes to
Love.
mind. Love, brilliant. We'll do Bugger. Who's next? We'll do Hunter. Hunter, what character are you playing? Do you even know?
Hello. I have a semblance of an idea of what I'm going to play.
Do you
I
know that
will
character's name?
No, unfortunately,
Okay, cool.
I do not yet, but I can, you know.
Alright. We'll get back to you in a sec. This is Hunter. This is session 0, obviously. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. Up the list, I see Elizabeth. That is the character, not the person.
That would be the character of me.
What do you already
Before we
know
get
about?
confused.
Yeah, you already know about Elizabeth. The character, not the person.
So, the character that I'm playing is an actress who's been running away from Hollywood and ended up in London because her sire was way too obsessed with her, and now she's trying to make a living and hopefully not die along the way.
Brilliant. Harold.
Yes, hello. I am.
Do you know what character you're
I'm
playing?
not entirely. I haven't got a name yet. I'll think of that later. But my character is a Tremere forensic scientist detective who got a little too involved in a case that broke the Masquerade and is now a vampire because of that.
Brilliant. Joined by Biz.
Hi, I'm Biz. I don't have a name for my character yet, but she will probably be a childer from Victoria, London, who has recently awakened from torpor, to a completely different world.
Brilliant. Okay. Cool. Yeah, session 0. So we're gonna do the nitty-gritty stuff. So I'll send you in Discord the link to the character builder that a lot of us have been using. What was it, Hip? Do you have it nearby?
Progeny.
Yeah, progeny.
.de.
Odin Matthias D. I'll drop it in general chat. This is the character
You didn't
creator.
ask the rest of us what give men wings.
The answer's
oh yeah,
Red Bull.
I didn't. Cool. Yeah, that's because
Value.
I forgot I forgot. I guess let's create your characters first, and then we'll. Although some of
Yes.
you have your characters.
Yeah, I think it's. I guess it's a character question.
Well,
So
Liz, the character, not the person. What gives men wings?
Character, not a person. In her case, it probably would be, as cringy as it sounds,
Yeah,
love, because she's a Toreador and she seeks it.
we love it. We'll do Biz, unnamed character. Biz, what gives men wings?
Well, I would say flesh crafting. I don't know an answer for the character yet.
Brilliant.
is that what the kids are calling
You can
it?
literally do that.
Hunter, what gives men wings? Hunter. Hunter wants Hunter twice.
Oh, my bad, I was muted.
That's okay.
What gives man wings? I think it would be freedom.
Freedom. Lovely. And I believe we are missing Harold. Is it Harold or is it Joseph?
It's Harold. Joseph is me.
Harold.
Harold, what gives men wings?
Out of character, the answer is obvious, and that's Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. In character,
Damn it.
knowledge, I guess.
Maybe.
We'll do that stuff once you have character, and we're gonna start with Bodhi. Now Bodhi's gonna be super quick. You guys don't have to be this quick because Bodhi like we already spoke about what he's gonna play. So we'll do the rest of you guys yet, but those of you that have anxiety about doing nothing, go on the internet or on your AI generator of choice and create a character image for your character and drop it in the art channel in Discord, and then I will tokenify that up for you, unless you want to tokenify that up for yourself, which means to create a token. This is what a token looks like. However, oops, yeah, he doesn't have permission to do that. On the landing page, boom. This is what a token looks like, and you can use a site called Low Advantage. What is it? Token Maker. I'll link it in chat. It's called Token Stamp 2, and then click download on that. Do not use this border. This border is reserved for NPCs. Use any other border of any other color that you want. And this is the website for the tokens. Alright, Bodhi, do you want to make a token? I cannot see.
Yes, I will do that. How do I make a token again? Yes, via the site. Do you have the site in the token stamp?
I put the site in the thing. I'm looking for that character sheet.
Yes.
So we can see. So, Bodhi, your character is already done. Now, I guess I do have to. I guess I do have to show it to YouTube as well. Probably, maybe.
Yes.
So I'll give.
And how do I change there?
Blanket. Brilliant. Now the cameraman has access. Like I know them off the top of my head, but I'm afraid I will misinterpret what each one does. Here.
I sent you the token.
Do not use that particular border. Use any other border.
God damn it. Immediately after I close the page. Also.
Yeah.
Well, I will fix that when everyone else fixes their stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe. No, wait.
Oh, it's
maybe.
okay. I haven't found the book yet, so I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hyper incompetent YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
as
well,
always.
session 0 and all that.
Session 0 and all that.
See.
So if we're done with characters, we are going to play actually.
Yes.
For as long as we have time in the 3 hours, and then we'll keep playing for another hour with those of you that want to stick around.
Sure.
Let's
do.
Where did it? All of the books and stuff are in handouts. If you need those.
So you have to guide me because I'm basically just doing like.
Yeah.
So if you want me to tell
do you already know your
viewers,
disciplines?
whatever.
No.
Yes.
Don't worry about. So press Control and space, search the discipline, drag it into your character sheet,
Yes, I've already done that.
Alright.
But yes, okay, yeah. I will pretend I haven't already done this. So yes, I go into the thing and disciplines, and then I look it up, and then I drag it onto my sheet.
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll be explaining that stuff to the other people when it comes, when their turn comes.
Yes.
Oh, someday.
So I did that. I did my skills, my attributes, my information. Very important to do ambition and desire.
Ambition and desire and touchstone and conviction. That's what I've been looking up, because I don't remember which one was which.
Yes. Touchstone and convictions go hand in hand.
Yeah, touchstone is the person. Conviction is something you
people
believe.
who has. Yes, I would urge people who hasn't made a character to use the website because it takes like 2 minutes, and it's it tells you all of this stuff.
Isn't that cool? Step by step.
Yes.
Character creation.
Yes, there is one flaw that is not in the thing, so you have to look that up in the book. But I get. Or have Masquerade breach.
Yes, we'll talk about that stuff. We'll talk about what that is exactly and what it entails.
Yes.
I'll put the experience stuff in handouts as well, because that'll come up later. Yes, I love it, Hunter. I will probably sort it later.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Bodhi is a Malcavian. So yeah, go into a little bit. Go into some more detail about your Malcavian and their goddess coat. But don't like spoil stuff, I guess. How does that work? Where did you meet those people that are in your coat?
Yes. So I will start with what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Because the rest will be like during play.
Mm-hmm.
And a bit of a spoiler if we go too back.
Mm-hmm.
But as said, he's currently like, I would say leader. So for him, he doesn't see it like that. He sees it like he's part of the group. But obviously being the or not obviously, but being the single male in a sex cult kind of implies that you're like the main focus of it. Because for him, the cult is all about him trying to find the reincarnation of the goddess that is named Ilene. And that is why he surrounds himself with these women, because they could possibly either help him or be a reincarnation of this individual.
Okay.
Yes. So we can, since I'm already doing it. So him being very like kind for a vampire. He doesn't really want to force himself upon other people. He doesn't like violence anymore. So which has made him like a bit of a masquerade breacher, because he has to like get consent from people he drinks from, and like he usually does it from the same person or groups of people.
So what was the nature of your masquerade breach?
So the nature of my masquerade breach is probably that he has, or is, would I say, that he has talked to ladies to like join his cult.
Okay.
And the cult members kinda know, or to them he has like this blood thing, which some of them thinks is a fetish, other people are like, no, it seems a bit more. So the whole cult within itself is like a giant masquerade breach.
Okay. Cool.
Like in the nature of it. Because he spends time with these people, like 14 hours a day or whatever. Like his whole life is around this cult.
Okay.
So it's impossible for them to not suspect he's weird.
How is that cool?
Going
I'm
on.
looking for where in the character sheet are your advantages, and I'm not finding them.
So you have a little diamond.
Diamond.
I haven't put them all in yet.
Aha. Okay.
And shunned by shunned by anarchs is because we have to pick a faction that I would be shunned for too.
We can just do Camarilla for your masquerade, but not technically masquerade breach. But sorta kinda.
Do I do that? I don't know what masquerade breacher is like. I got that with my predator type.
Well, you're
So I don't
technically
know what that actually-
breaking one of the traditions. So if it were up to the prince, he will straight up have you killed. But obviously, because he's not doing that, there will be something more to it.
Yes, being shunned by the Camarilla. I mean,
Right.
he's weird. He is like cohabiting with humans that aren't ghouls.
So this coat, is this a herd? Is this allies? How is it?
These are allies.
Allies.
He doesn't feed on them
Right.
that much. It happens, but it's like
All right.
not really the point of it.
He's a consensualist. Lovely. Okay. Last but not least, your touchstones and your convictions.
Yes. So I wrote some flavor texts for these.
Yes.
So Nova gives me the conviction, care for my followers. Nova helps me find other potential vessels for Ilene. She understands what is at stake. She helped me leave my past ways behind and to understand that I can have my love back.
Lovely.
And then we have my second one, Janov. Conviction: harm those that would harm you. A shadow of my past life taught me the power of violence and the value of fear.
Mm-hmm.
Are my two
All right.
touchstones and convictions.
So what's Nova like? Nova facilitates your cult for all intents and purposes.
Yes. You as a GM might know a bit more, but
Okay.
Nova is like, if because we will discuss that during play. I
Okay.
think that's more
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But Nova is. So imagine Bodhi being like the leader. Nova is like the head lady. So
Okay.
she's like the other girls will see her as like. No, she talks to Bodhi. She can like makes him
Major
see reason or
major demo. Major dame.
Yes.
Major. Okay.
Yes.
And
Major Dame, I guess.
Janov. How is Janov?
Janov
Inspiring
is what people would.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. Janov is a part of his life before the cult.
Mm-hmm.
He is like. In Eastern Europe, you would call it Gobnik. I
Mhm.
think in England you will call it a shav.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is a
So
bit of a
he's like
hillbilly.
a petty criminal.
Right.
Well, yeah, petty criminal. He doesn't know.
Alright. Do you actively communicate with Janov?
It's more that Janov communicates with him.
Okay.
In
often undesirable
being
ways.
a touchstone,
Yep.
not unless like Nova will try to keep Janov away,
Alright.
but when Bodhi like needs someone to hang out to, like another guy or whatever, he goes to Janov and Janov's friends. And often that is like, let's say not toxic, but it's like they get up to no good like immediately.
Okay. Lovely.
Yes.
Your ambition and your desire. Your ambition is your long term and your desire is your short term, right?
Yes. My
All
sheet
right.
gets bugged and it doesn't let me set my. God damn it. Yes. So my ambition is find the reincarnation of Ilene,
Uh-huh.
and my desire is find more followers. Desire, that is up to the GM, but I would say that you can like change that out, like when it doesn't fit anymore. You can do that with ambition too, of
Yeah,
course.
when you
but-
resolve it, we'll give you
Yeah.
an experience and we'll select a new one.
Yes. Because yes, the cultists may be 5 women, including Nova. So
Okay.
it's
And you are a consensual. I did write that down. You are a consensualist. That is
Yes.
your predator type. So you only feed from those who
Yes.
give you permission.
yes.
All right. Is your character sheet fixed or is it not fixed? Have you popped the window out?
It's no.
Because that might be causing issues. Go ahead and reload the page if it's.
But
still-
now it seems to work. But now I have the problem of when I drag flaw, it puts itself in background.
You can just edit it and change it to flaw. All right.
Edit. Ah, awesome. Then I need to do that with my merits.
Alright.
So yes, I also have a haven, which is imagine
So,
like rebuilt addict, and it's yeah.
about the haven, about your advantage points. Everyone's gonna get 7 advantage points for character creation. Those are incredibly powerful. And you should spend them wisely. That said, I'm gonna introduce a mechanic where you can put them into the same haven. And if you do that, I'll give you like an XP bonus. So a common haven, whoever puts in the most of their points will be like the lord of the haven. And then we will define, whoever wants to put points in the haven, we will define the haven together. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But it's like a player base of sorts. If ever you really incur like an enemy that really wants to kill you, havens protect from other vampires that are attacking you. And they're absolutely impregnable to kine, which are humans. So think about that. Obviously, you're not locked in yet, Bodhi. If you wanna change. your-
Yes. In my case, it doesn't. No.
Okay.
Because then it would basically make the whole group like masquerade breachers.
Okay.
Like, yes, it doesn't know. It would. I think we will see during play, but I actually think that Bodhi will be like, "Hey, you don't interact with my followers.
I see.
Like
Okay.
those are mine."
Bodhi is jealous
Because
of his
he-
people.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, or protective. It's literally one of his convictions, and you know, vampires suck on humans, and you don't suck on his humans. You're not supposed to suck on them at all,
Brilliant.
because they're vessels for Ilene.
Yeah. Good to know. Any?
Yes,
I don't
so
suppose
you will-
you've spoken to any of the other players about inner player relations.
We can do that when everyone has made their characters.
Okay, cool.
I think
Uh,
that it fits great.
Yeah.
If you have any other questions, I think I'm. Yeah, Masquerade Breacher, you have to put in the advantage and flaws. But after that, I'm
have I not
done.
done? That's
And we have to put it in as.
Aha, I have to edit the thing, do I?
Yeah, or you add it, or
Whatever, I'll do it.
I forgot how. It's .1, which is, I guess it's not that bad.
No, there's not. Otherwise, you would be struck. There you go.
Yes.
Um,
Can you put in the, or did you put in the text from the book into the?
Oh no.
Yeah, so
No,
I
that-
know.
that's okay. We know what it is. I don't know.
well, I don't, but I will find it in the book. Let's see.
And then edit. Let's put you. I'm gonna have to do art. The art. So if I go here, I need to do it from here.
I'm
Would
really
any-
proud of the image I got on Bodhi. But
Would
yes,
anyone?
you-
I will put that in a sec. Would anyone like to go next?
Yep.
I'll give you guys 10 seconds.
Well, if
for
there
someone.
aren't any willing participants, then I can do that.
I'm most of the way through on the website, but it's still going to take me a little bit to finish it.
Okay.
Same here.
So well, then the ones that the ones that are finished should step up to the plate.
Yeah. Let's go. I believe I don't know. I don't have your names on your voices yet. Is it Food Lover?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So in more details, but not with spoilers. You are playing Liz, right?
Exactly.
So, turned against her will in Hollywood. Walk us through that. How did that happen?
She was working as a stunt doubler for small
Mhm.
movies there, having the dream to one day become a very powerful woman who's a loaded star in Hollywood, and started from the bottom, slowly climbing up. But being in a vampire-infested Hollywood, being a very beautiful, charismatic woman is not a very good thing to be when you're completely defenseless. And when such Toreador has found her to be his obsession, he turned her. And after a year of trying to live with it, she just decided that she needs to run away.
Okay.
And the closest thing was to come to London. And there, right now, she's trying to build her life to still somewhat get to the same heights in terms of ambition. But right now she's only working in like smaller theaters where she can have some smaller roles, still being scared of the past that she hopefully left behind.
So she is actually working in kind theaters as an actress. Does she have any? Obviously, when you, how long has she been in London?
So I think she would be around in between 6 to 12 months.
All right.
Like she wouldn't be there, like as in she doesn't know very well the place itself. Like she would be relatively new, but not like completely new.
We'll do Found by Fleur. I do have Art of Fleur, but we will do it later. So yeah, about like literally like 3 weeks into your. So you wouldn't know about the domain tradition probably that you have to announce yourself
No.
to the prince. She would not have known that initially.
No.
All right, you were found by a beautiful young woman called Fleur, which is also a Toreador. Through pretty mystical means. Like she was never like whensoever you would ask, how did you find me? How did you know I was a vampire? She'd always deflect. So you were found by this Fleur, and you were brought to the prince, and he gave you a task called Just Noctis, which either he or his sire would give you, but obviously because you have no sire here, he gave you a task to do. Have you completed that task? What was that task?
That's a good question. I don't know if she would have completed it yet.
All
Depending on how early did they find her. Like if it was relatively early on, then she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it yet.
You were found on the second week of your arrival, and it's now been 6 to 12 months since that has happened.
Yeah. then then I believe she would have done the mission. As for what the mission or like the job was,
Is your character pretty? Like beautiful
Yes.
or like
yes, she has the trait.
So maybe something with that? Because you
I
know
think it could easily be to like get into the inner circle of like some kind of higher ranked politician who frequents a very specific theater
Okay.
and gather some dirt on him or her.
All right. Do you want to name this politician?
Well, I think depending on specific, I'm just going to toss a coin.
Yeah.
Heads, so it's going to be a woman.
She would be a lady something if she's a politician. Lady something. Probably.
Yes.
I don't know how British people work.
they don't get titles just because they're
They have to be knighted for it, but it can
Whatever.
work either way.
yeah, she can still be a lady. Like it's not uncommon,
True.
I think.
True.
If only we had a Brit in the group that could tell us about these
It
things.
is not uncommon, though they
Yes.
are mostly found in the House of Lords, which is different to the
Yeah.
House of Commons.
Yes.
Aha.
I think her name would be Victoria Black.
Lady Victoria.
That sounds good enough.
All right.
Yes.
So you have not done this yet, or you have done this yet?
I think if she had that specific amount of like more than 5 months, then she
Yeah.
would have done it already. Like she would already have gathered the necessary dirt in order to be able to twist said politician's hand.
Lovely. And you have fully delivered that to the Prince Kitchener, or only partially? Do you still hold power over Lady Victoria Black, or is that all delegated
I
to the
think
Prince?
she would have kept some of the smaller secrets that are enough for her to, if needed, be used for her own selfish reasons.
In Slavic countries, we would call this a compromat. Cool. Alright, let's look at your character sheet. Most of your stuff is there. You have a very high charisma, you have a very high wits, and a very high dexterity. Performance, that would be performing art, because you want to be an actress. Athletics, obviously, you being a performing person and also a stunt double. So how did you get so good with firearms? Like 3 dots means you're better than 75% of people.
Yes, well, mainly when you work in Hollywood B category movies, you're doing a lot of those very specific action movies where the camera only looks at 2 specific things, your body and the guns.
Lovely.
So in order to do athletic maneuvers with guns in her hand, even though they weren't actual guns, she still had to learn how to handle them relatively well.
Okay.
And living in
Yeah, go on.
that specific place, when children run around with guns, you also kinda have to, learn it.
Cool. Alright, let's do... you haven't put in your advantages, your merits and flaws yet.
For this specific here, I haven't finished it yet, but we've already finished it on the other one, and my merits were heaven. I had 3 points in heaven.
I'll do that.
I had resources, 2 points.
I'll do that as well.
And I also had contacts, 2 points, and I've already gotten the 2 contacts as well.
Contacts. Those would be... Which one were your 2 contacts?
One of them would be a journalist who's
Journalist.
called Mark Noble, who would be this like investigative journalist.
Yeah.
And the other one would be the theater manager.
I will put that here. Edit. Mark Noble, investigative journalist.
And the theater manager's name is Victor Velasquez.
Journalist. Theater. Velasquez. I've put those in the contact description directly. If I click it now, it'll probably go in chat. Yeah. Go ahead and click edit on that if I've misspelled any of their names.
Give me a second. I have to find where the contact list is.
I've put it under the merit itself. If you go to the diamond thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
where it
yeah,
says
merit.
backgrounds,
Contact. Yeah.
You click the little pencil thing.
You've written everything well.
Cool. We're not gonna. I guess we will, like with 3 words.
And for the flow, we decided on only having 1 flow because it will be a much bigger flow than
it'll be 2 words.
than the ones presented within the game.
Yes, your flow is your master back in America. Your sire. And that will make him a rival.
Yes.
That's not here.
A non-mortal rival.
Yep. That will be rival. What's the name of the sire, do you know?
But that's a good question because that's probably the only name I haven't thought about yet.
Alright. We'll put name pending. When you do think about it, go in there and put it in.
And I will edit it, yeah.
That's journalist, theater manager, and rival. Sire from Hollywood. Alright. We are not done yet. Your desire, I see you've put in be cast in a leading role. That's a short-term desire. And I think be cast in a leading role is a little bit too lofty. That's something that you can do in 1 or 2 sessions.
Yes, but you know,
Okay.
because her ambition is to become well-known and powerful enough that she doesn't have to fear the past anymore.
Okay.
Yes, to help you out, then you would rather put blockbuster. like a really big movie.
Be cast in a Michael Bay movie and not being blown up in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So your desire should be something smaller, like
So smaller.
yeah, be cast in higher production, or get an extra shift in the theater, or be known by name in the theater that you work in. So currently you're not like a leading lady. You're not a
not at all. She would be doing mostly background work at the moment. But I think then the desire could be just to be known by name in the theater and get also like not a leading role, but like a smaller role within any of the upcoming plays.
Right. And her ambition
is to be well known and powerful enough to not fear the past.
Fear the past. Lovely. So that does not only mean theater-wise, that means powerful and known enough in the local Camarilla that your sire can.
Yes.
Cool. Alright. We gotta do your touchstones and your convictions. And we are done. What generation are you?
12th.
So you are a neonate.
Yes.
So you need to spend
Which would
experience.
put my sire at 11th.
Yeah. You will also be a neonate though somehow. Because 2 dots does not go higher. Neonate. So you have 15 experience to spend. And we will do that as well. But let's do your touchstones and convictions. Do you have the book in front of you?
Yes, I have the core rulebook in front of me.
Lovely. Touchstones and convictions are 172, right?
72?
172 touchstones and convictions. Yeah, 172 touchstones. Every vampire begins with as many touchstones as convictions. Humans who represent what you used to value in life, someone who represents or seems to incarnate one of your convictions. If lost, the conviction is lost as well. A touchstone must be a living human being connected to humanity through the inhuman. At the very least, going the long way around. A touchstone must be your surviving human spouse, lover, or parent, your human child, a human who looks exactly like someone you loved, a human you admired in life or their descendant, a human related to someone you killed very early in your own life, someone you have come to recognize as a rare decent person even in your eyes, a volunteer at an animal shelter, a priest, a nurse, a social worker, a nice old lady in the neighborhood, someone who represents something you once held dear in life and still cling to. A soldier, a baseball player, a musician, artist, clergy from your faith. Someone who guards or symbolizes or protects a thing you value. The domain of the building you used to live in, a cop in your own beat, crusading reporter, a single mom living in your childhood home, etc., etc. So let's do your touchstones now, and then we'll do your convictions. But I guess we have to. Yeah.
The best one that would work specifically for her story well would be a human related to someone that she killed very early in her own life. And her being someone who worked at the movies, it could be either the daughter of the very first manager that gave her very first job, but when she turned, that same manager was also in the area, and not knowing what or how to do it, she drained him completely.
Lovely. So maybe this woman, like weeks or months before you decided to flee to London herself. So maybe that was one of the driving forces that made you come here as well. Right?
Yes.
I also point you to your contacts, your journalist and your theater manager. Your other touchstone, if you want another one. You should get another one. You should get at least 2. Can be either the journalist or the theater manager. That way we give them more character.
I think it should be the theater manager.
Alright.
As being the one who gave her very first job after arriving in London.
Lovely. So these 2 people, do they know about you? What do they know about you, or do you just stalk them from the darkness, like the creepy vampire you are?
So the manager would know quite a lot about her. I don't know if the manager would know that she's a kindred. I don't know that specifically. Said relative of the other manager would definitely not know that she's a kindred, but would know about her because she would be the last one who has seen her father alive. And their relationship would be somewhat strained as well, because obviously Elizabeth cannot tell what happened, but she's the only one who knows what happened.
Okay.
So it would be a somewhat interesting dynamic between the 2, as Elizabeth wants to protect her, but she wants to be as far away from her as possible.
Alright. What's her name? Did we ever mention that one? No, right?
No.
Let's name her as well. Name pending. The theater manager, Victor Velasquez. We already do have him. Alright, let's see what convictions these creatures instill in you. Let's see what convictions are.
Convictions: thou shalt not kill, kill only the unworthy, unbelievers, children, to violence, love thy neighbors, thyself.
I'm looking for the thing so I can read it for the rest of the people. Beliefs. Each character begins with 1 to 3 convictions. Those are human values that they attempt to uphold even after death. The specifics of those convictions are up to the player. They might reflect a religious code, a personal ethical code, a vampiric path, or just things the character does or balks at without ever really considering their philosophical weight. The storyteller should feel free to reject suggested, etc., etc. These are some examples. Thou shalt not kill. Kill only the unworthy unbelievers. Never expose children to violence. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Disobedience is dishonor. Protect the innocent from harm. Courage is the highest virtue. Always keep your sworn word. The truth is sacred. Thou shalt not lie. Slavery is evil. Obey authority. My country, right or wrong. None may control me. Never do drugs or drink alcohol. Thou shalt not torture. And there are a few more. These are on page 171 if you guys want to read them. Everyone's going to have at least 2 of those. So start thinking about those now. So these two
Yes.
touchstones.
Yeah. Yes, I just wanted to fill in that convictions are tied with a touchstone.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
That is important for when you lose a touchstone or gain one. So
so make sure your convictions are inspired or at least vaguely adjacent to your 2 touchstones. Either do the convictions first or the touchstones first, and then have some kind of, it could even be a BS link, like we don't need to do it that deep, or do, if you want to do it that deep, like when your turn comes, tell me exactly how they are related. So what about yours, Liz? How are your convictions related to your touchstones?
So one of them, I don't know if that link works for you guys, but for me it seems like a good fit. Because she killed the manager in a bloodlust. None may control me sounds like she has almost like an obsessive fear of ever losing any type of control in her life.
Okay.
So none may control me could work well.
Alright. Yeah, I like that. And the other one related to the theater manager?
Yes.
Something take pride in your work?
Or always keep your sworn word.
Yeah. Alright, this very honest person, he's inspiring you to be honest even in life.
Yes.
Brilliant. From theater. From victim. Okay. Alright. Lovely. I've given you enough to think about. Here are my notes. I will only send them to you. So this is all stuff that the rest of you guys don't know in character. These are my notes. Go ahead and copy and paste them or edit them in any way. Let's do Biz next. Biz, you asked about your generation. We can do whatever you want with it. We can do a blood potency 2 childer if you want that, though. Although that'll suck. Because there are rules related to feeding, right? That are for blood potency 2 characters.
I think it only gets really difficult on higher blood potencies, but yeah, it's slightly more difficult.
Okay. Well, there will be a role-playing difficulty then. Because you are slightly higher blood, but slightly weaker in... So yeah, we can do that. Let's do you next. There have been 2 before you, and there'll be 2 after you. Are you still going with your Victorian childe awakened?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
So let's do at least 2 weeks ago, so we don't have to shoehorn your touchstones and convictions. They can be somewhat organically gained, but also shaky. So who's your character? Do you have a name yet?
Yes, I chose Alice. So I thought it'd be funny because Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, exactly. It is not lost on me. Alice. So, fledgling from Victorian times, recently awakened. So, what was the nature of your obviously turning and then immediately torpor? Did you have any time to process that you were a vampire between your turning and then your subsequent torpor?
No, she did not. It all happened very fast, and I think when she awakes, after getting her basic needs settled and figuring out how she fits into this world, she is going to be looking for who killed her and who sired her, because either might still be alive.
Very possibly.
Yeah, it was very sudden. She probably doesn't remember or didn't really see what happened before she died.
And probably doesn't even remember how she was torpored.
No.
So whereabouts did she awake 2 weeks ago? And I already see that you have a hideout mall up. So that'll probably be who awakened you.
I think she was like unearthed in a construction site. And a kindred who had connections probably to like the morgues in the city got wind of a body with a stake in its heart. And swiftly removed that body from the human
from the people that found her, yeah. So that no questions would be asked. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Camarilla or Anarch? Because I have an Anarch NPC that has a hospital that is very well connected in terms of corpses and stuff. She's called the Winter Queen.
Well, that sounds like it should be her then.
Cool. And that can also be your Mola, so that will make you Anarch.
Okay.
Lovely. Anarch. Your Mola is the Winter Queen. I will show you her in a sec. the Winter Queen in the eastern of London. I guess I will show you both things. Let's just go to this map. This guy can't change scenes because he's not a DM. Transinfections, Bloody London, activate. The tokens will probably eventually load. And if they don't load, we'll see why they're not loading.
Oh. It's snowing. Oh, that's cool.
It is snowing. Is that super annoying? Do you want me to turn it off?
No, I like it.
Cool. Are you seeing the rat stations as hooded dudes or as square pictures?
Square pictures.
Lovely. And it is on my end, this. There's a rat station somewhere underneath this one as well. Which is upside down. I have a hidden desire that they will eventually load. They're supposed to be pictures. My cameraman doesn't see them.
That's weird.
But if you guys can see them, that's fine. Alright, if you go to the lower right hand side, I will reveal Kilbrook Hospital.
I
Which
see.
you should now see, and also the Winter Queen herself. Whoop whoop.
I see, yeah.
Right. So you were promptly delivered to one of her morgues within Kilbrook Hospital in a very deep basement, and you were given the outline of Vampiric Society, Anarchs in Camarilla, and also Sabbat, even though there haven't been any Sabbat in London in a billion years. And she's pretty much kept you on a tight leash, helping around the hospital for these 2 weeks. And tonight, you will be reporting to Elysium and the Prince, who will give you your Just Noctis.
Alright.
Cool. Let me write some shit down. Just this. And it's also like the first test she's ever given you. You'll be going alone. You won't be accompanied by any of her ghouls and stuff. Right, let's go back to your character sheet. Alright. Oops, not Elizabeth. Alice.
Yeah.
Alright, Alice, you have a pretty high resolve, a pretty high stamina. So who are you in life to have these stats? Or are they all vampiric gained?
So I was picturing in Victorian London, she was raised very traditionally. She was a wife and a young mother, a mother to a young child. And she was not happy in that situation, but it was what was expected of her. So that's where the resolve comes in. She was very much kind of willfully muscling herself through a role that she didn't feel fit in. And I picture her as having done a lot of physical labor around the house. Perhaps she had a very lazy husband. And so that's where the stats come from.
Whoa. Yeah. Very high awareness. Yeah, that would be just allergic to bullshit, obviously. That is a thing that people in the old ages had. So how many years were you in torpor? Is it possible that, obviously your husband's probably dead, but your kids, is it possible that any of them are alive?
Well, the Victorian age was quite some time ago.
Yes, it was.
But perhaps she might have there might be some sort of family still alive. She probably doesn't know yet, because obviously last names would probably changed, and it's a whole new world to her.
All right. I will assign you then one of your touchstones. You will discover what that is.
Okay.
But the other one can be something very floaty, very
Right.
inconstant. Let's do your touchstones and convictions.
Yep. So I've been at a hospital for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have been the janitoress in a ward that's full of vampire people. Their main occupation is the export of blood. That is what these people do in their days or nights.
Are there regular mortals in the hospital?
On this level, almost not. You are almost not allowed to interact with any of the mortals until you have only now learned how to take the blush. You are very obviously a corpse until you take the blush. So she was teaching you like how to safely tap into your vampiric skills before you were allowed. Like, you've only been allowed in human inhabited wards with actual patients. There are actual patients in the hospital. It is a kind hospital, which the Winter Queen controls. But you've only been in touch with those for like 3, maybe 5, maybe no more than 7 days.
Okay. So I'm thinking either a human staff or a patient. I'm just trying to get an idea of like what would be available to me the most.
Patient. We can do patient security guard. We can do one of the kind doctors. We can do. There's a maternity ward. We can do one of the patients in the maternity wards who is only, now being discharged. So you get to stalk a young mother. That's probably a single mother or something. That is creepy as fuck. Let's do that.
Okay. Just figuring out how to edit.
Touchstones and convictions. Yeah, she go to the diamond thing in the upper right hand side. There's a little pen thing. Touchstone. Patient, recent, mother. Only.
And it's literally just the human that she has had the most interaction with since she has woken up. It probably reminds her of herself a little bit. So perhaps somebody who is not in a good relationship and isn't particularly happy.
Whoa, okay. Unhappy with relationship. Yeah, she was alone throughout the birth. The husband never came along. He's a taxi driver. He doesn't seem to care that much. No prospects. She's in a bad place.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you wanna name her?
Sure. Let's go with Sarah.
Sarah.
With an H. S-A-R-A-H.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I will give you your other one later. And what is the conviction related to Sarah? It can be something super floaty. Makeup seems to be
Yeah,
a
I'm
thing.
trying to think of something along the lines of Alice, now that she's been given a chance at an entirely new unlife, seeing this woman and having it form a conviction along the lines of
Yeah.
being true to herself rather than playing a role.
Yeah, I'm vibing with
Gotta
that.
figure out how to word that, though.
Oh, I was muted. I had so many good ideas. No,
Oh.
I was like, wasn't Alice a mother herself?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that maybe something to do with like taking care of stuff, like people, kids, small animals, weaker things. Could also be a thing, but the one you made up through my screeching into a
Yeet.
muted mic was also super cool.
Yeah, I like this one. I have be true to yourself rather than play a role in society. All right, you only get the one.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So tonight, or maybe like 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 days ago, you were unleashed upon London. What have you been doing these 3 days before? Obviously, you're an anarch. You're not allowed uninvited in Elysium, so you can't have gone to Club Angels. What have you been up to for 3 days?
I think she has been exploring London, searching probably for places that she remembers and seeing how that they have changed
Okay.
since then. And if there are any, she'd probably latch on to anything that like is connected to Victorian times, perhaps
Okay.
even just like finding a building with the architecture. Architecture.
Blah blah blah. Those are
Right.
words in English, probably.
Whoa. Okay. I know English, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Victorian architecture. Maybe a church. That could be interesting. And just sort of watching people trying to retrace her steps, which is extremely hard. She wants to, like I said, she's curious about what happened to her, but it's been so long that just going to like around where she thinks she died probably does very little, but
Okay.
that's like where her wandering is leading her.
In lieu of you only having one touchstone in conviction, I'll give you a minor compulsion to return to the house that you used to live in. You've been unable to physically get your bearing in London because it has changed. So you either need someone to take you there. It never occurred to you to hire a cab. Like the street name has changed and stuff. Until tonight. You may have to explore London on your own, or even, get someone from that time to tell you what that street was. And you want to return there and see her. So return to the place that you lived in Victorian time.
Where? I guess
So-
I'll just put that in notes.
Sure. Like, you don't have to immediately do it. In fact, the Winter Queen has impressed upon you how, you need to visit the prince. You need to listen to literally every single person there and do exactly what they say, and how essentially until you are in their orbit, you do not have time of your own. These are very important people, and she's impressed a lot of etiquette upon you.
Did you want me to tell you the merits and flaws that I picked, or?
Yeah, yes. You do have a mask. I assume that comes from the Mola, does it?
Yes, from her.
Okay.
Just a basic identity.
All right. And then beautiful.
Oh, she's just slightly pretty. And I took the feeding type Grim Reaper. which
Okay.
I picked that before the hospital thing, but I think it fell in very. It fits very well. She feeds on people who are dying and gives them a quote-unquote peaceful path into death. And I took the archaic flaw, where she does not know how to use technology and probably never will.
Lovely. I love the Grim Reaper thing. Let me write that down. Your type is...
Hey, my touchstone disappeared. What in the world? That's annoying.
Will only feed on the dying. Alright. That does directly plug into your Mola, which is good. You're not going to struggle too much. What about, so you are technically childe. You have 0 experience to spend. Right?
Yes, she is a childer.
Okay. Your... Let me see. Your ambition and your desire. Ambition is long-lasting, long-term, long-lasting work, and desire is something recent that you can accomplish. Let's do those. Any ideas on those?
Ambition, avenge my death.
Okay. Death.
I'm leaning towards making the desire the compulsion you gave me, but
We can do that.
Yeah. A desire could also be like, I mean, you just woke up from the 1800s. Maybe like find a place, find a friend, you know, get anchored. Because now you're just a walking ghost. Sorry to say. Like, yeah. I don't know, it was just a thought that, like, it's a good desire.
Okay, I'm having this weird thing happen where I'll edit things and then when I click out of them, they disappear.
Let me try.
Yes, I also have the same with my ambition.
How did you
But
fix
just
that?
my ambition. I didn't.
You have to save it on the little sidebar above what you're writing. I think it's the one before last on the options. Specifically for ambition, because I had the same problem.
How do you do that?
Oh no, the ambition one is just one line. So yes, in the chronicles and stuff you can do that, but the one line. But I will check.
Yeah, then there's a control S. Yeah, it works for me. ASD, save, close. Yeah, just press Control and S when you're done. Ellis, and it should work probably.
Yes.
I've
I
put
saved
ASDs there.
Yes,
Yep, okay.
I saved. So I put the writing in, and then I pressed saved on another window, and then it worked.
No.
Yes. Because then it saves probably everything.
Yeah. Desire.
Oh,
Find.
it's staying now.
Yeah. Just whenever you write something, press Control S. If a little window opens wanting to save the web page, just close that. It's being buggy, but I don't want to restart it because people are working.
That works
Ah.
fine.
Sometimes it doesn't start again.
Yeah, I'm also having bugs on my local hosting where images aren't loading.
Yeah.
And it's super annoying, obviously. And so I do want
I
to
have
restart.
the bug where my token basically disappeared and it's nowhere to be found.
Token. You don't have a token yet.
Well, he said it disappeared.
Disappear.
It was there before, that's the thing.
Yes.
I don't remember dragging it out.
Well,
Let me put you. Oops, this guy can still not change pages. Let me put you back on the landing. And I will drag all of your tokens out. This guy cannot drag tokens out. This guy needs to do it. Obviously, I have not yet put in any images in. I will do that once everyone is done. What about your disciplines, Alice?
So I got, where is it? Okay. So the ones that I got from character creation, the ones I chose were Bon Familis from Animalism, and Eyes of the Beast and Feral Weapons from Protean, and then I got Auspex from my Predator type, so I took Sense the Unseen.
Okay. So the bound Famulus, is it a different creature every time, or is it? What is the deal with the Famulus? Because that creates an entity into the world.
I believe it has to be a pre-existing animal that she forms a bond with, and then blood
Perfect.
bonds and all that. I don't think she has gotten the
yes,
chance
it
to
is,
do that yet.
Let's see if Famulus. I'm pretty sure it's yes, it's like familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as she has been inside of a hospital, I don't think she has had the opportunity to use
No,
that
it's
yet.
not a pre-existing. It's that
Okay.
she can make Famuluses.
Yeah.
So if you feed them blood, you can make them into your familiar.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You can
Yeah.
bond a animal, and then you can choose to make them a Famulus.
Okay.
If you have a good guy GM, he of course can,
And you can
give
only
you a
have-
Famulus, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can only have one at a time,
Okay.
usually.
And you haven't done that yet.
No.
Okay.
She has the ability to, she hasn't done it yet, she's been in a hospital.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, makes sense unless it's like a dog. Someone's dog. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I just stole someone's dog that they brought to the a
Oh,
service
no.
animal, yeah.
No, you
I mean-
feed it on someone
No.
who died and their dog was left in the hospital. No.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Well, the other stuff has been covered. The Winter Queen has showed you how to use your Eyes of the Beast. You know that they glow in the night. She's told you to use your sunglasses. You have your Feral Weapons and your Sense the Unseen. Oh, there it is. Fucker. I've been looking for that. It doesn't give a description of what it is. Did you drag it in from the thing? You didn't, did you? You created it yourself. There you go. You can press Control and Space, write literally anything ever in this search argument here, such as disciplines or merits and stuff. You can write it in, and then you pick it up and you drag it onto your character sheet, and it gives you this. Click it. Click Bound Famulus now in your disciplines. It does a lot of automation for you.
That is much better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead and add those later or now for the rest of your stuff, and it'll give us all of this
Yeah.
information. Alright. I believe, let me look in my notes, I believe you have a few names to give. Sarah is the touchstone Recent mother only, now discharged, unhappy with recent relationship. Grim Reaper. Desire find home. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? I don't appear to be. Yeah, find an image or generate one. Use the token
I'm working
website
on
to
that.
generate a token. Send me both, and we will sort you. Cool. That's Alice done. How long have we been going? I do need water. We're gonna pause or stop the recording. YouTube, we'll see you in next episode.